Hey, what is going on, Twintendo Nation? Hope you're having an awesome day, and welcome to my final video of the year. And in this video I'm going to be doing the Monster Battle tag, which was set up by BirdKeeperToby. Now I actually got tagged to do this last year and I just never really got around to doing it. I don't really know why. I think I just ran out of time, and so I didn't really want the same to happen today. So the last day of the year I thought was a perfect time to actually record and make this video, and I was tagged by the lovely Yunastacia and also my good friend PDWinall. So I will basically be answering the questions that are set in the tag, and you're also welcome to answer them in the comments below, because obviously since it's the last day I'm not really going to be tagging anyone, so anyone's really welcome to answer the questions, or like the tag questions. So comment down below and respond to these questions as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think of Pokemon this year, and just generally your feelings about Pokemon and how Sun and Moon's been and everything like that. So without further ado guys, let's get on with the first question, and this is, what was your favourite part of the Pokemon 20th anniversary? And it's kind of difficult not to say like all of it. I think this has been one of the best years for Pokemon. It feels like the 90s again, when Pokemon was absolutely massive. Like if you grew up in the 90s when Red and Blue was the only Pokemon game out, like Pokemon was in cinemas, it was everywhere. Pokemon, not kidding you, it was absolutely everywhere. It had cereals, it was on like baked bean cans, it was just everywhere. So it kind of felt like that again. I really enjoyed just Pokemon Sun and Moon and just all the merchandise they've done this year. Pokemon Generations, another fantastic thing, and I really enjoyed Pokemon Go for like the first month at least. Like it was incredible, like everyone was playing it, a lot of fun, and it's kind of gone a bit downhill since, but I've actually been playing it again recently since I went to London like last month, and it's actually really fun again. Surprisingly, they've added a few new things that help. Still needs improvement definitely, but I think Pokemon Go was probably my favourite thing of this year. The fact that everyone got back into Pokemon, it was just really fun. Like Pokemon was cool again. I mean, it's still cool with me, but like to the normies, I will call them, they thought Pokemon was cool. So yeah, that was my favourite part of the 20th anniversary. Now the second question is, what is your favourite Pokemon of Pokemon Sun and Moon, basically? And it's kind of hard not to say like the most common ones like Rockruff, Lycanroc, Mimikyu, but they are probably my favourite, I will have to say. And this is a Pokemon that I've always wanted, a wolf Pokemon. Lycanroc Midnight form's alright, but midday form is like something I've always wanted, so that was like an instant Pokemon on my team. I just had to get that. Mimikyu, I love the backstory, love the design, it's just a superb Pokemon as well to use. Mimikyu is also probably like joint first, and then there's some others that I really like Persimmon, the monkey one that's kind of like an American footballer, very cool as well, and there's loads more. I honestly can't really say because there's so many I could say, but out of all the Pokemon that's been released, probably like Lycanroc midday form and Mimikyu are my favourites. Although Beware, again, definitely up there. I really like that Pokemon. A lot of people hated that when it was first announced. I stuck up for it, just like I did with Poplio, and now a lot of people like it, and it's a very good Pokemon to use as well. So probably those three, I would say, are around first place. So they're really cool Pokemon. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite Pokemon were. If anyone has the same opinions as me, we're going to be like best friends, definitely. Now next up is, which video are you most proud of making this year and most excited for next year? So we're going to start obviously with the first one. What am I most proud of making this year? I looked back at all my videos and I was kind of surprised at how many I'd made this year. I thought I actually made a few more, but I will have to say probably the first video I made this year, which kind of sounds a bit sad since I've kind of not beat that, but it was my first video that kind of went viral, I'll say. It was a Pokemon Go one, one of my first Pokemon Go videos, and it just blew up, and this kind of started my channel going from 7,000 subscribers at the start of this year to what it is now, which is over 100k, which is mind-blowing, seriously. So this video got around 800,000 views, but like for me to get like over 100,000 views in probably like the space of 2 weeks was insane. I remember this video got 12,000 views in like a week, and I was so happy, I was so excited, and then a week later it's on like 200,000. I don't know why it blew up like it did, and it had an insane like ratio as well, like 12,000 likes and like 200 dislikes, which is insane. So really proud of that video, and that's kind of what kickstarted me doing Pokemon Go videos, and obviously it just took off from there, and I'm where I am now because of you guys who supported me through it, so thank you very much. But yeah, that's the video I'm most proud of. Probably not my best made video. The editing was like not great. It's not like the same editing I use now. I've definitely upped my game in that regard, and I've still got a lot to do to up my game for next year. But yeah, really proud of that video because, like I said, I kind of just built on from that success, and I'm here now thanks to you guys. As for what I'm most excited about next year, I do have a project, like a very ambitious project in the works, which I haven't really talked about too much. I've kind of hinted at it in a lot of videos, but I will kind of show and talk about it a bit. Basically, it's going to be called Pokemon The Ultimate Team. Now, if you know FIFA, like the football game, there is a mode called The Ultimate Team, or just Ultimate Team, and you get to like draft players in by buying cards and stuff. It's kind of like trading cards in a way. And I'm kind of going to be doing something similar with Pokemon, obviously, kind of making that kind of style. And there's going to be a lot of chances for you guys to get involved. Also, creating trainer art for certain subscribers, which I'm kind of showing off around the screen somewhere, and hopefully some of you guys will have a chance to kind of like win that kind of artwork for yourself and be in the series. But I will talk about that in a future video and give a lot more detail, but it's something I'm really looking forward to, because a load of you guys will be like taking part in it, and some of you guys might even be lucky enough to get some trainer artwork and be like some big characters in the kind of series. But like I said, I will save all the other information about that series for another video. Basically, I just need to wait for Pokemon Bank to open for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I can start some new series. I've actually got 3 in mind, but that's the one I'm most excited about. Now, next up is what is the coolest bit of Pokemon merch you got this year, and this is probably like the first year I barely bought any Pokemon merch, but I did get some like really cool Pokemon merch sent to me from Samurai Buyer, and I got this very bizarre Pikachu alarm clock, which is called. The time is not right, by the way. I don't think it is now, but it makes noises, as you guys can hear. I'm not sure why it makes those noises. I swear I turned this thing off, but yeah, pretty cool. And it won't shut up if you touch it, so yeah. But I really like it. It's like a really cool thing. It does work as well as an alarm clock, but it don't really get me out of bed. I'm a heavy sleeper. This thing would actually have to electrocute me like a real Pikachu to get me out of bed, but it's still a very cool piece of Pokemon merch. Now, next up is what has been the best Pokemon video you have seen this year, and there have been some incredible videos this year. BirdKeeperToby has done so many that I've really liked, and Loxin or Noggin even has done some really cool videos, especially like the end of Pokemon videos. Although I didn't really agree with them, I still thought like the effort and like the video making and just the idea behind that video was insane. I know a lot of people who've done this tag have said that was their favourite video, but I am going to go for a video that never fails to make me laugh, and this is like an animation video, an animated video, and this is Pokemon Omega Rubia, which was made by Matty Burrito, and oh my god, I love this animation. He's done 2 parts, but I'm going to be talking about part 1 specifically. And it's got over 5 million views, and that just says how good it is. And it is quite dark. It is like adult humor. It's definitely my kind of humor. So if you're quite young, it's probably not the video for you, but it always makes me laugh. It's got some good references in it, just so much going on, and so many Easter eggs in it, which I really like as well. And it's just a really good animated video. So if you haven't seen it, definitely do watch it. Do bear in mind it is quite crazy as animations go, so it might not be suited to a younger audience, but if you want to watch it, I will leave a link to it in the description below. Now, what should you guys expect in 2017 is the next question in this tag. And like I said, I did mention that series earlier, The Ultimate Team, but I have 2 other brand new series starting next year. And for start, before I actually mention them, one thing I do want to bring to the channel next year is consistency. The amount of times I do start something on a channel and just not continue it or not kind of follow up on something, it was quite a lot, and I wasn't really happy with myself. Like some of the Let's Plays just didn't get going, and the reason why is I just feel like Let's Plays don't work on this channel, which is unfortunate, and it's just because this channel is about like top 10s, news, speculation, all that stuff, and I really enjoy making that. So I am going to be making a second channel for Let's Plays next year, where I can just post them on a second channel and not worry about them like negatively impacting this channel, because I thought like Let's Plays kind of did hinder this channel ever so slightly. So I might be restarting some of the series there, but there will be definitely a lot of new stuff going on that channel. Should be out like January or February time. I want it out before the Nintendo Switch comes out, so I can do some like videos and Let's Plays on those kind of games. But as I said, let's get back to the other topic. 2 brand new Pokemon series are coming out next year. Now, one, if you are an old school Twintendo fan, which I think I had around 5,000 subscribers at this point, we made a really fun series. I only made 1 episode, and this was called Pokemon Random Rumble. This went down so well with you guys. It's basically 6 random Pokemon versus 6 random Pokemon between me and my bro, but we won't know which Pokemon we have, so we're just going to go into like a blind battle. And the reason we never really continued it, even though like it hit the like target, and I think it like probably tripled the like target back then, is just because of time. We had both like our final years at university, and if you are at university, you know how tough that can be. So now that I'm like, this is my full-time job, it's not going to be a problem. I can like edit these, and they're just so much fun to make. Like, honestly, my favorite video I've probably ever made was that first part, so hopefully you guys will really look forward to that. And the other series is going to be called Pick Your Pokemon. Again, it's kind of like random Pokemon, but I'm going to be using these Pokemon online in battling and trying to just make the best teams I can with them. It's kind of going to be a competitive battling guide, and so the randomized Pokemon, I will talk about like what items are best for them, what EVs are best for them, moves, etc. But you know, the Pokemon will be random, so I won't really get the chance to pick them. I've just got to make the best I can with that team, so that should be good fun as well. But yeah, those two series and the other one, the Ultimate Team, are going to be very, very fun. And obviously, I'm just going to continue what I've been doing, which is like speculating top 10s. Do want to make more top 10s. I have a few in the works at the moment, and again, another thing I'd like to do, more collaborations. This is the first year I actually did collabs. I did around like 3 collabs this year. I think I did one with Team Atlas Go really early on in March, and then I did one with Feint Attacks, which was really fun as well. And I also did one with Mystic Umbreon, kind of recently. I feel like I'm forgetting one, I really do, and I apologise if I am forgetting one, but I want to do more next year, that is for sure. I'd love to do one a month, so I do have some in the works. They are kind of like on the backlog at the moment while it's been Christmas and everything, taking that break, but yeah, they are something I want to do as well. Now the final question is probably the toughest as well, is name a channel with less subscribers your viewers will love and should subscribe to. There are so many channels I've had the pleasure of working with this year that have like less subs than me. Team Atlas Go I've known for so long, and he's put in some hard work. He's been a bit busy recently, he's kind of reshaping his channel, but he's also been like a really, really good support for my channel this year. There's also Feint Attacks, who I've got to know really, really well this year. He's so underrated, it's unreal. Like, he should have so many more subs. And there's also like Mystic Umbreon, again, I worked with, really enjoy his stuff. Top 10s are like always like top notch, and he's very close to 100k. But I think the person I'm going to mention is someone that I haven't had the chance to collab with, and I have got to know a bit this year, a bit more. I actually knew them last year as well, and this is Hybrid Hero. Really, really cool guy. I really think he is one of the most underrated PokeTubers out there, and it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a real big break next year. His top 10s are really like informative and just really well thought out. And he is learning as a YouTuber. You can kind of see his growth in the last year of how he's learned to edit, just like script, audio, all sorts of stuff, and it's been a pleasure to watch. So hopefully he will upload a bit more next year, because I know he's kind of been busy with like college and everything, so I'm looking forward to how his channel does next year. So do check him out. His channel link is in the description, and he also is like on the sidebar kind of like of my poker friends or whatever you want to call on the side. Definitely recommend checking him out. But like I said, there were so many people I could have picked. Those 4 like I mentioned earlier, but yeah, Hybrid Hero is the one I'm shouting out. But like I said, feel free to check them all out, like on my sidebar. I've got some people who have more subscribers than me, obviously, like PDWinall, Voltsy is an awesome guy. But yeah, I've had the pleasure of meeting so many people this year who just love Pokemon, and it's been a fantastic year just in general for Pokemon. So that kind of wraps up the So that kind of wraps up the Twintendo Wants to Battle tag. I really enjoyed this video, and big shout out to BirdKeeperToby for making this tag again, and thank you to Yuna and PDWinall for tagging me in this video. So guys, if you're looking forward to Pokemon in 2017, hit the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Pokemon, there's also the subscribe button down below as well. So yeah, feel free to check that out. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have an awesome New Year's celebration. And yeah, I will see you in 2017. Peace!